Hey, this is Josh from the Wonder Years, and you're watching Groovey.TV.
Got you to smile.
Yeah. There's no way to do those without sounding like a douchebag for me. Like, I don't know. I just can't, like, hey, man, you were watching Groovey. Like, I just can't do it. Like, I don't have that radio hype that people need. I just don't know.
Well, let's do radio hype classes here.
Exactly. I'll answer all my my questions like I'm some asshole from like some radio station in LA. Yeah, totally, man.
It's so rad.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Bro. Whatever. Yeah. I got nothing.
Talk about being an asshole. All right, here's my intro. Hey, this is Groovy from Colorado Music Buzz and Hollywood Music TV. I'm here with Josh from the Wonder Years, the Denver Vans Warped Tour in Saskatchewan. How's it going, man?
It's going well. It's a livable temperature out here today. I'm stoked for the day. Really, it's nice out. You get the backdrop of the stadium, and it's gonna be a cool day.
Oh yeah, this place is. I mean, Warped here is always freaking insane.
Yeah,
absolutely insane. But we do have microphone envy because our microphones are so small here. Yeah. But we need to get the big game show ones.
Yeah, the really obnoxious ones. The Bob Barker one is like this tall.
Yeah.
Hey, how are you?
There's something very phallic and weird in your face.
And I'm old. Yeah, no, it's awesome.
He's even older than I am. That's impossible. Well, man, okay, so we were talking just before. I got the new album a couple weeks back. I think it's freaking awesome.
Thanks, man.
It's awesome. Now, what was it like putting all that together?
We wrote the record over the course of like probably 6 weeks or 2 months in our guitar player, keyboard player's basement. During the day, it was pretty much like our 9-to-5 job.
Nice.
We'd show up around 10 and play until about 5 and just write all day, every day. And that some people think that that's like the luckiest gift you can receive. And part of it is, it's awesome to get a chance to make records, but it's also, it is work. It is work, and you're dealing with 5 other people with 5 other different visions and try to bring this together to make something kind of intelligent and, collective as opposed to scatterbrained and ridiculous.
Right.
It's kind of loose, so it was hard work, but we were really happy with the songs we wrote. And we got a chance to record the record with Steve Evans.
Nice.
Who is a household name. Done Lifetime, Kit Dynamite Saves the Day.
Jeez.
Just a bunch of great records from South Jersey. And he was awesome and helped us really put the kind of finishing touches on the record. And we couldn't be more stoked.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, seriously, no BS. I freaking love it. Absolutely. Now, where'd the title come from?
The title is in homage to an Allen Ginsberg poem called America. And throughout the record, there's a lot of parallels between Soupy, who writes our lyrics, and the poem. Kind of borrows and takes and uses Allen Ginsberg's poetry and adapts it to our message, and kind of, which is a similar one, but there's a little more focused down to where we're from as opposed to America as a whole.
Very cool. Very cool. And I'm going to paraphrase it if I say suburbia.
I've given you all, and now I'm nothing.
Yeah.
So for our full title, and one of the lines in America is America. I've given you all, and now I'm nothing. And it's kind of Allen Ginsberg's story of growing up in America and seeing all the things that are wrong with it and seeing all the things that are negatives here, but remembering the positives and being drawn to the positives because you were born here and you grew up here. And our record deals with a similar kind of overarching theme in that, you deal with this place that you're from and you grew up here, and then when you get older you start to see things that are wrong with the community that you live in, and you want to strive to improve yourself and improve your community, or just say, I'm out, I'm done with this place, I need to move on. And it's kind of an aesthetic that the record deals with for us. So
nice. Nice. Now, besides Warp, what's going on with touring?
We were on tour. We did a co-headliner with our friends at Fireworks in the spring. Nice. We were on a Parkway Drive tour in Australia.
Excellent.
And then Warped Tour, we have, after Warped, we have a UK headliner with our friends in Valencia and Such Gold.
Excellent.
And then in the fall, I have a tour that I can't announce for another 2 weeks. So I'm sure everyone has seen the rumors flying, and I can't comment on them.
So you're opening for Slayer?
Yes, exactly. It's actually us, Miss May I, and Disturbed are going on tour together. So So
Nice.
the cat's out of the bag on that one, but you just forced it out of me.
It's Slayer, Meshuggah,
Yeah.
and
It's actually us, MXPX, The Millionaires, and Sun are going on tour. So
it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's totally awesome. All right, man. Well, unfortunately, we do survey questions at all the festivals.
okay, that's fine.
All right. Now we're going back to the day job land of yesteryear.
Okay.
What is the worst day job, regular job you've ever had in your life, and who is the biggest douchebag manager without naming a name?
I worked when I was in late high school and through part of my early college years, I worked at a car wash, which is absolutely the most miserable job I've ever had. Because it's kind of like Warped Tour, where you just stand around outside all day in 97-degree heat. But you also get to do that in the winter when it's 0 degrees, and you get to dry cars in a puddle of water when it's freezing out.
Oh, nice.
And everyone's just really mean to you because you just dry cars and they hate you.
Why do people hate people?
I just don't know. It's like, just because you have a nice car doesn't mean you're a good person, or you can afford to drive it doesn't mean you actually know how to drive it. So I hope you wrap it around something. But you know, that was a miserable job. There was a task at the car wash because there was a big tunnel and it ran through on tracks, but in the middle there was a grate where all like the extra water and soap and a lot of the dirt went.
Right.
And it was the pit, was what it was called. And when it rained, one poor son of a bitch had to pull the short straw and shovel out the pit about every 3 or 4 months, and it was absolutely the most foul thing I've ever seen anyone do. I didn't have to do it, but one of my good friends at the job did, and was sick for like 2 weeks after the fact from being like in there with that kind of grind. You can imagine what comes off of people's cars and ferments in the heat for a couple weeks. It's a pretty foul place down there. So
fermented car sludge.
Yeah. So that was absolutely the worst job. I had a couple colorful coworkers for sure, and really one pretty nice boss and one absolutely miserable human being.
Yeah.
That my last day, I'd finally had enough, and I showed up. I was supposed to start work at 7, and I showed up around 9:15 in my gym shorts and a tank top and said, "Give me my paycheck, I'm leaving." Probably with a little extra cute language, but yeah, I just had enough. I just didn't want to. Found a different job. So, but yeah, it was absolutely the worst one I've ever had. So.
Nice, nice. Well, that sounds fairly horrific.
Yeah. So
surprised you're not more traumatized by that thing.
Yeah, it just kind of put your head down and just try to ignore the fact that I'm here, because you know, you're 17, 18, 19 years old. This doesn't really matter. You don't have to like your job. You just have to be able to go there so you can put gas in your car. So
right.
Yeah. So
that's awesome. Right on, man. Thanks for your time.
Thanks a lot.
It's Groovy from Colorado Music Buzz and Hollywood Music TV. I'm here with Josh from the Wonder Years. Check out the new album. It's freaking awesome. I love it. I seriously love it. Vans Warped Tour, Denver, Colorado, and rock on. Cheers.